This is Mattie, Mattie. She is my red heeler, and she's 7 years old. I adopted her from a local no-kill shelter, and she is indeed a handful. Besides being a breed that needs attention in terms of movement, like constantly, she is reactive on the lead and has some baggage that I have little to go on as to why it started. Well, what I noticed early in our relationship is that she has a scar at the top of her leg where the hair never grew back. There's a scar above her left eye where it seems that a skilled vet managed to sew her eyelid back on, but it's done so well that you can't tell unless you look hard enough. Then there's the slight bend of her left ear, and it was probably also sewn back on. The attending vet did a great job because I was fooled for months before even noticing. I don't dig into the superficial faults of my dogs. That's just history that I see. I take them as they come to me. And Mattie was a nervous whirlwind when they brought her into the room for our meet and greet. I could tell she was going to be a handful. She had been at the shelter from April of 2022 until late January of 2023. Nearly 9 full months of uncertainty. I'd be pretty well messed up myself. It was months before she showed me she really liked to fetch, and then the girl came alive. Mattie cannot get enough of chasing and catching. She's not the type, though, to cozy up to someone or even want to get into the bed at night. No matter how I try to invite her, she won't stay. She prefers one of her own beds or her kennel. Well, it was over a year before she relaxed enough for me to approach her while she was on her side so I could rub her belly. Mattie's quite fine with it now, after 3 years of being together. She will accept belly grubs. And it got me thinking, maybe all of us could use some belly rubs these days. My musical abilities are non-existent, but I managed to find a program that can create a song, and I added some lyrics. So here's a song inspired by the one being that stands by me, solid and true, my Miss Mattie. Mattie. I love you.
If there's one thing we all know, it's that times are tough all around. The daily news has got us down, just noise that's blasting sound. One day it's the economy, the next day's on the verge of war. If there's one thing the dog has taught us, leave your worries at the door. They sell us fear in headlines, they trade in sleepless nights, but there's a heartbeat on the floor that says you'll be alright. Because the dog is here, everyone, the dog is in. You need some fetch, some running, and some second chances. Then everyone, the dog is in. With muddy paws and trust, who really needs the belly rubs? I think it's all of us. Sirens in the distance, talking heads on screens. Promises are breaking because they are not what they mean. Flags are flying half believed. The truth is hard to hold, but there's a nose against my hand, warm, alive, and bold. No manifestos written, no borders in his eyes. Just are you here and are you mine? And hey, let's go outside. Because the dog is here, everyone, the dog is in. You need some fetch, some running, let the daylight in. Everyone, the dog is in. No matter right or wrong, who really needs the belly rubs to soothe the soul and carry on? He doesn't flinch at uniforms or shout about control. He knows the shape of grief, and when it's time to make you whole, he guards the quiet moments where the human heart can mend. No slogans, no salvation, just your truest friend. The world can scare itself to death over power, blood, and land, but healing sometimes looks like a leash looped in your hand. Because the dog is here, everyone, the dog is in. A small rebellion made of love with fur and breath and grin. Everyone, the dog is in. When hope feels thin and old, we need a dog to lift our spirits when the world's gone cold. So turn the volume down a bit, let the panic fade and stall. There's a dog asleep beside you, still believing in us all.